Well, cross that line past the no trespass sign.
Welcome back to
Dust
Vibe Podcast's
kicking up,
Conspiracy Club.
moon
This is our
hanging
third deep
fine.
dive into the Kirk killing shadows,
Heard
a
a hum
fascinating
from the
investigation
canyon
researched by
low.
David Morgan. I'm joined, as always, by our resident celestial sleuth, Charles, and by Angela, who brings the investigative edge.
Good day, Alice. Always a pleasure to return, though I dare say it's starting to feel like Groundhog Day. Still, one never tires of the heavens. Shadows, after all, are nature's timekeepers, silent, precise, and completely incorruptible.
And I'm Angela, ready to turn those shadows into evidence. Every dark line has a timestamp if you know how to read it, and that's gold when you're reconstructing a timeline.
Exactly. Today we revisit David's latest findings. Shadows cast by the Statue of Responsibility at Utah Valley University, used to refine the timeline of the Kirk shooting. The statue stands beside the Losey building, and its shadow might just tell us when a suspect fled a nearby rooftop. Angela, just how vital is that kind of time precision in your work?
Oh, it's huge, Alice. In a tight investigation, every minute matters. If we can lock down a precise moment, even within 10 minutes, it can rule people in or out. Shadows don't lie, they're pure geometry.
Quite so. What I find rather elegant here is the method itself, using celestial mechanics rather than human recollection. The analysis fixed the date, 10th of September, 2025, Orem, Utah, still under daylight saving time. Now, the sun's lower than in midsummer, but still fairly high. The shadows, not long, not short, told us it was early to mid-afternoon. My first estimate put it somewhere between 1 and 2:30.
A wide range, but not bad for a start.
Indeed, but then came the refinement. Solar noon that day occurred at precisely 1:23, Mountain Daylight Time, confirmed by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Utah sits on the western edge of its time zone, so the sun reaches its zenith later than the clock would suggest.
So with solar noon fixed, how does that tighten the window?
Splendid question. With that anchor point, and measuring the statue's shadow, roughly 12.8 meters at an azimuth of 195.7 degrees, we could compute the sun's altitude at about 46 degrees. That corresponds almost exactly to 1:38 in the afternoon, give or take 10 minutes.
1:38 p.m. That's a solid timestamp. It gives investigators a definite moment to test against phone logs, CCTV, or eyewitness accounts. Although, the reported shooting was at 12:23. That's over an hour apart, a long delay for anyone supposedly fleeing the scene.
Quite right. It's a puzzle, but the physics doesn't lie. The shadow's direction and length align perfectly with the solar geometry for 1:38, not 12:23. The heavens are impartial witnesses.
And the precision of that analysis depended on more than just sunlight, didn't it? You used the statue as a sort of scientific instrument.
Precisely, Alice. To treat the statue as a gnomon, the upright part of a sundial, one needs its exact height and orientation. At about 9 to 10 meters high, facing west-southwest toward the Losey building, it's ideal. The camera position, some 79 meters southeast, gave us the correct angle of view for triangulation.
That level of detail, height, bearing, coordinates, that's what makes the time estimate defensible. Without it, you're just guessing.
So, to summarize, the analysis, using NOAA solar data and precise shadow measurement, places the photograph, and possibly the suspect's movement, at around 1:38 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on September 10, 2025. David Morgan notes that 1:24 p.m. remains a plausible earliest moment, but the geometry favors the later time.
Beautifully put, Alice. The sun, after all, keeps its own counsel. We merely interpret its handwriting.
And that handwriting might just rewrite the timeline of a crime.
Thank you both, and thank you, David, for the meticulous research.
Well, cross
That's
that
all from Vibe
line past the
Podcast.
no
Until next
trespass
time,
sign.
keep looking up. The
Dust
answers might be
kicking up,
hiding in plain
moon
sight.
hanging fine. Heard a hum from the canyon low, felt a spotlight shine like it wanted to know. Down in Area 51 where the secrets sleep, they say the truth ain't ours to keep. Silver ships and government lies, blink once and you're gone from sight. Yeah, out in the desert where the world comes undone, I saw a light.